The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to our Ask Fred Lam Show, episode 008. Now, it's actually interesting. I've been doing this for 2 months now, and I have been getting a tremendous amount of people telling me how amazing that these sections are, and most importantly, how the show has actually helped them to actually get inspired, get motivated, and to be on track on creating their business online. And that's the reason why I'm actually I created this Ask Fred Lam show. Is first, I want to actually give you guys all the strategies that I've been using as an online marketer, running from a dishwasher to now generating millions of dollars online, and most importantly, to answer your pressing questions. Because let's be realistic, right? With all the programs out there, with all the step-by-step tutorials out there, there are still burning questions within you. Now, these questions are basically very unique, they're different, and each person runs their business very differently. That's why with all my experiences, I actually want to host the show to help you as an individual or as a small business owner to succeed online. And that's what I wanted to do. Now, with that being said, obviously in today's topic, I have a very, very great response on a new strategy that I've been using for Facebook ads. Now, over the past several shows, I've been talking a lot about Facebook only because Facebook, let's face it, right, is an inevitable advertising platform on the market right now, and every single person, regardless if you are running an online business, a retail business, or even a big business, you still need to actually use Facebook in your arsenal to actually drive up sales and traffic to your store. So this is what we're going to be covering today. But okay, before we actually begin, I want to actually see where you guys are from and tell me what your name is. Like, that's what I actually love to do. I love to stay connected with every single one of you. And I know that a lot of you guys are here every single week. And I'm actually motivated the more that I see the same faces on every single time, dedicated to learn, inspired, and actually run their business. So I'm actually in GoToWebinar right now. And we got Dave from California. We got Dan from Portland. We got Darlene from Colorado. We got Sharon from New Zealand. We got Ray from Denver, Colorado. We got a lot of people from Colorado. We got Janice from Colorado. We got Lewis from PA. I think that is Pennsylvania. All right. Wow. So Isidore said that I'm using your 3x3 strategy and will no longer be losing money. That's amazing. That's great to hear. Now, obviously, this has been shared to my private community. I actually never share the strategy to the public, but it's great that we have some members here that are already seeing results with my new strategy that you guys are about to learn today. Now, I got a lot of people from Toronto, Florida, Bill from Florida, Fiona from Singapore. We got Javon from Trinidad. Wow, we got a lot of people around the world, and I actually love it every single time. I host these shows. We have people all around the world being here with us, and I love it. I love to stay connected with every single one of you, and that's why I'm actually running these shows every single week. So first of all, before I go into my 3x3 Facebook advertising method, I want you to do one thing, okay? I've tried this last time, and it didn't work, okay? It actually crashed on us. The replay session wasn't recorded on YouTube for people to actually watch it if they're not able to be here. But at the end of the day, I want to make sure that this doesn't crash on us again. So here's what I want you to do. Go grab a pen and go grab like a piece of paper or a duotang to actually take notes on, okay? Because I want you to follow along with my strategy, because I have to draw it out and you would have to draw it out with me so you understand what it is and how it works. So with that, Eamon, I don't have a 3x3 strategy on picture, but I'm going to draw it up for you guys so you guys can actually draw it out and follow along as well. So with that, here's one thing. Put a 1 in the question box if you guys all recall me telling you to actually run Facebook ads at $5 per day, because that's all you really need, right? You just need $5 a day to run your ads to actually see what the response are going to be. Now, this strategy, the 3x3 method, really enhances the $5 per day budget. But instead of $5, you would actually now spend $15. but I'm going to actually tell you exactly what I mean. And you don't actually have to spend a $15 because, again, you let data tell you the story. Like I said last week, you want to look at the 4 levels of data in order for you to actually understand and justify how you want to advertise on Facebook, if you want to kill it or if you do not want to kill it. And everything that we run, Eamon, it is always in USD, okay? It is always in USD. So with that, here's what I want you guys to draw out first, okay? Right now, on a piece of paper, okay, let's do it landscape mode. At the top, put a big box at the top. Then at the bottom, you put an arrow, put another box, and then you put another arrow, and you put another box. So it will look something like this, okay? So you see a box at the top, a box at the middle, and a box at the bottom. So typically in Facebook ads, this is how it's been ran. At the top, you have the campaign level. Then at the middle box, you have the assets. And at the bottom, you have your ads. So I want you to draw it out exactly like this. So this is how Facebook actually runs, right? The campaign level is basically when you are setting up your marketing objectives. Now, 2 shows ago, I talked about the 11 marketing objectives inside Facebook. This is what it's about over here. It's the campaign level. So you select the campaign level, and you should always advertise one product or service within that one campaign. Now, under this campaign, you will have something called the assets, okay? What the asset really is where you put in your targeting. So who you want to actually see your ads, who you want to target. Is it a female? Is it a male? What is their age? And what is their interest? Then under these assets, you will have the ads, right? So anyone that actually fits the requirement of these asset over here, or the targeting inside here, it will see this ad over here, right? So this is really the traditional method when you're setting up a Facebook ad, all right? Now, put a 2 in the question box if you guys actually understand that right now, okay? Because I obviously want to make sure. So you guys have to actually see a screen of me. You don't actually see a visual. You actually see myself. If you are not seeing me, that would really means that there's something wrong with your GoToWebinar setting. You're not just hearing my voice. You're actually seeing me in person. You can actually look at my eyes and everything. And going from there. And I am showing myself right now. Yeah, I am showing myself. So you should be able to actually see me. All right, a lot of people say seeing me is fine right now. So you should be seeing my face. Okay, I see you. Okay, a lot of people say I see you. All right, awesome. So a lot of people give me a 2. So this is the typical way of running your Facebook ad, right? Now, my 3x3 method is going to be very, very, very different. Well, it's an enhanced version, I should say, of what you've just saw. So I want you to follow along in and draw exactly how I would actually do it. And then I will explain to you what this means. So right now, at the top, we have a box again, okay? At the very top, we have the box again. And under this box, okay, we have 3 boxes right under it. And we connect the boxes together. So it looks like this. So you're basically taking 1 and multiply by 3. So now you have 3 different boxes over here. Then what I want you to do is take 3 times 3 again. So that's why it's called the 3x3 method. You want to take the 3, multiply by 3 again. So what it means is that at the bottom, you should have a total of 9 different boxes, okay? Now let's draw the 9 different boxes out first. And I'll explain again what this means, because I know that if we actually draw this out together, it will actually help you understand what is going on. So we will have, again, 1 box, 2 box, 3 box, 4 box, 5 box, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right? So now you'll see right at the bottom, you're going to have 9 different boxes. Then what I want you to do is take the middle box and connect it with 3 boxes, okay? So this one connects with these 3. This one connects with these 3 over here. So let's do that. It will look like something like this. All right? It will look something like this over here. You see? So now what we've done was we took 1, multiplied by 3, so we have 3 assets. And then we basically multiply it by 3 again, and we have 9 different ads being shown. So like previously when we have this over here, right? We're replicating this into a 3x3 method. So what I want you to do now is to fill in, this one says campaign, all these says assets, and all these says ads first. And I'll explain again why you're doing this and what this all means. So this is like an easier way for you guys to understand exactly what the 3x3 method means. Now, again, don't write it too big because I need you guys to put in something else inside this box as well. So basically make it like small. You see campaign, asset, and you want to leave some room for the box inside as well. All right, I'm going to put add on every single one of them. All right, so now your boxes, I should say, should look like this right now. Okay, put a 1 in the question box if everyone is following along and you guys are basically now at the same pace as I am. I want to make sure that you guys understand this. That's why I'm drawing it out like this, and I want you guys to draw along so you guys can understand what is going on. And Willie, I don't like you. You're in Bali right now. I want to be in Bali. But anyways, hello Willie. I'm just kidding. All right, we got a lot of words coming in, so you guys are following along. So here's what I want you to do, okay? And I want to explain it first before I go in depth on explaining what this on what you need to do with this box. So I'm gonna make this easier. Okay, all right. So right now, with this box over here, this is your campaign level. This is where your objective is going to be, right? Again, like if you're selling a product, you want to actually have this campaign to be the primary campaign that's selling your product, regardless if it is a physical product, affiliate product, you're trying to get opt-ins, you're trying to get leads or whatever. This is always going to be your objective. So in this case, I'm going to get another pen, just another color, so you guys can see what I'm doing over here. So let's say that my campaign here, I'm trying to sell a tactical flashlight online. So in this case, I'm just going to put tactical flashlight. And beside it, I'm going to put WC because it is a website conversion ad. All right, so WC website conversion ad, and there's a tactical flashlight at the top. So basically, I am selling that. Now, again, in traditional format on how you're supposed to be setting up your Facebook ads, it's exactly the same thing, right? You have your tactical flashlight at the top of the box under the campaign level. Now, in the traditional way, once you say, okay, I want to sell a tactical flashlight, and then I'm going to go after the hunting market. Then you basically set up an ad to go set up the targeting to go after the hunting market, and then you set up an ad. So that's the typical way of doing it. But the new way is going to be a little bit different. What I want you to do is, if let's say, okay, put in the product that you want to sell, regardless of the lead, regardless of this service, again, whatever you want, whatever the campaign objective is going to be. In my case, I'm going to say it's a tactical flashlight over here. So in the tactical flashlight, obviously there are several niches that will work in this tactical flashlight, right? I can go after people that love survival. I can go after people that love hunting. I can go after people that loves camping. I can go after people that loves hiking. So there are many variations that you can actually go after. But now in the traditional method, you're setting up a $5 per day ad on going after just one asset. And if this one dies and this one is not translating a sale to you, you're going to feel defeated. But you're defeated because you may not be actually getting the correct data, or you may not actually got the correct targeting to actually work. So instead of just running one asset, you actually want to create 3 different assets right away, okay? And these 3 different assets should go after a completely different targeting. So that way you will know if it is your product that is selling or it's just the market that doesn't want your product. So let's say for the tactical flashlight, what I'm going to do is I'm going to run $5 per day on each of the asset, okay? And I'm going to go after the following targeting, right? With a tactical flashlight, I can go after people that are interested in hunting, camping, and let's say fishing. People that loves night fishing. So with this, now I'm basically, instead of just going after one different targeting, I'm going after 3 different targeting to actually see which market audiences are going to actually respond to my product and my ad message a lot better than each other. In fact, you'll be surprised. All 3 of these may not work. You may actually find one of them that actually works. But here's an additional level that you wanted to do. Under each of these targeting, you want 3 different ads, okay? You want 3 different ads inside each asset. So what's going to happen is, let's say asset number 1, I'm going to be running a video ad. Asset number 2, I'm going to be running a carousel ad. And ad number 3 under asset number 1, I'm going to be running basically an image ad. All right. So what I'm actually doing now is I'm actually adding an additional layer. So within each asset, okay, I have 3 different ads running. And this applies to every single asset that I have in my 3x3 method. So by doing this, you are basically advertising more at a blanket side, but at the same time, reducing your risk on advertising on Facebook. Why am I saying that? Well, at the end of the day, what happens is if you go after the traditional route of doing this and you only go after one targeting and one specific ad, and if the data doesn't look good on this, you might be thinking, well, this product is not going to sell. I'm going to move on. But in reality, it may not be the product that is not selling well. It may be the targeting and the ad are not resonating each other, okay? Let me explain a little bit further. So let's say that when we start running this ad over here, in 24 hours, I am basically, let's do this. In 24 hours, I am basically now spending $15. But here's the thing. Facebook is smart enough for them to actually find out, okay, which targeting is working good and which ad is working good. So let's say for an example, if the first asset that I'm going after hunting, it has 3 different ads, I can tell you for a fact in 24 hours, you will know what the click-through rate is and what your cost per click is and what your CPA is under these ads. And after 24 hours, Facebook will be smart enough to say, hey, look at your account. Your carousel ad's not working. Your image ad's not working. We're going to allocate all your budget into the video ad for your hunting market. Okay, so that way you are letting Facebook be smart to optimize for you, to tell you what product is working and what ad is working at the same time. And most importantly, what targeting is working at the same time. So when you start running 24 hours, right, this one may not be working. The camping asset may not be working at all. It just dies. It's just not working. Then you also got this one over here, which is the fishing market. And now the fishing market, you may have the fishing market work, but it is your third ad that is working well within your fishing market. So by doing this and running it with the 3x3 method, you are now given the opportunity and the chances of identifying, is it your product that is selling? It's not selling? Is it the ad that is not working, or is the targeting that is not working? And if you run the 3x3 method and all these data are not aligning with the 4 level of analysis that I give you, then guess what? This product is considered dead, right? This product is considered, it can't sell. You already went after 3 different targeting, and on 3 different targeting, you already went after 3 ads each. then it's considered dead, only because, well, guess what? You've already tried 9 different combinations to make this work. But here's the thing. If you found one asset that is working with one particular ad, then what you want to do is to scale up this ad and keep going after the hunting market on different targetings and keep setting up the same ad. So that way you right away will find out, okay, basically in the hunting market, it is the video ad that will always work. And if the video ad works on my hunting market right now, well, guess what? Create more assets within the hunting market and keep using the video ad. Now, let's say for the fishing market. The fishing market, you have the ad number 3 works, and it is actually selling, it is an image ad, and it's working well. And you want to actually increase the budget from there and then start going after other fishing interest targeting in the different asset using that one image ad, because again, it is proven to work. And let's say the camping market completely died. That means that your product will never sell well in the camping market. So with the 3 extreme method, it will give you the ability to actually test a lot faster and understand exactly what is going on with your product. Is it your product that is not working? Is it the targeting that is not working? Or it is your ad that is not working? And there's really 3 different factors when it comes to Facebook advertising, right? It is either the product under the campaign level, it is targeting, which is the asset level, it is your message, which is under the ad level. And if we are doing the 3 extreme method, you will have a higher chance of succeeding because you are now going after the market in 9 different angles. And with 9 different angles, guess what? If all 9 doesn't work, then you know for a fact that it's the product that doesn't work. And if you have just one of them that work, then simply just increase the budget and expand your targeting. So put a 2 in the question box if this absolutely makes sense for you guys. Because obviously, I think this is completely new in all this. All right, I got a lot of people giving me a 2 right now. That is amazing. I can tell you for a fact that if you start playing around the 3 extreme method, you're gonna go at a much faster pace. And again, once you found one product and one campaign that works, that's all you need. That's all you need in order for you to actually scale to 6 figures. And again, this is a proven thing. If you ask any single member inside my private community and inside Zero Up, they will tell you that they're making $1,000 a day all because of just that one product or that one campaign, and that's all you need. And you're basically using the 3 extreme method to expedite that process to quickly find which ad is working, which targeting is working, and which product is working. Now, some of the people are asking $5 per ad mean 9 times 5? No. Your budget is always going to be only in the ad set level. Okay, it's always going to be in the ad set level. So you put in $5 here, $5 here, $5 here. You're only spending $15 a day. But in 24 hours, you will know right away if the data is aligned with the data that I told you guys in last episode, so you guys can actually just optimize your campaign at a proper way and a much easier way that way. All right, so I hope that this 3x3 method really helped you guys out, and I know for a fact it will, because we have proven case studies that people are using this and it's doing phenomenally well. So with that, obviously there's a lot of questions coming in about this 3x3 method. I want to actually address it first before we actually shift ourselves into our Ask Fred Lam section. So I'm just going through this right now. So Suman asks, how can set these type of ad, Fred? So once you create it, so in the typical way, when you create your Facebook ads, it looks like this, okay? It looks like this when you're creating a typical way. Once you already created the ad, go under the ad level and then create more ads under it, and that's all you do, and then it will show you exactly what to do. Now, if you want to learn how to use different types of ad, watch my video training inside Facebook. Inside YouTube. I actually talked about it. Eduardo said, what tools do you recommend to do videos? I would honestly just say use an iPhone to do a video ad. It's actually not that hard and not that crazy. So Isidore said, if my campaign is women 30 plus, and the ad set shows me women 65 plus is working better, can I duplicate the asset and edit the age of the campaign? Yes, you can do that. All right. Andrina said, with all your huge knowledge of success and fails, if you were to start a new store of a different or rare thing, nothing typical, which niche would you pick? I appreciate your opinion. I'm confused on the WAF to choose. I love a lot, almost everything. So if I were to actually choose, I would say the jewelry niche, the survival niche, the tech niche. These three works really, really, really well. All right. So anyways, I want to actually answer questions about the 3 extreme method first before we actually go into our Ask Fred Lam show. Fred, and Facebook will only charge $15 for this type of ad. So yeah, Facebook only charge basically $5 per asset, and then you run 24 hours because you're doing a 3 extreme method. It's only 3. That's what it is. So Eduardo said, how would you do 9 ads with the same product? Again, I just explained to Suman how to do it, so you can take a look. Fluoride, yes, all our episodes are available inside my YouTube accounts. Farid said, does Facebook allow multiple ads for same campaign with $5? Yeah, hell yeah. They want you to actually test different ads to see which one works and resonate with the audience the most. All right. And Gina says, so just invest $15 to see if it works or not an item. Yes, I would actually just invest, like with the 3 extreme method, it will give you so much more ability. You're going to invest around $15 to $30-ish, depending on the hours that you run, like 24 hours or 48 hours. And then looking at the data and going from there. All right. So, and Rena said, I love your video with Robert Kiyosaki. Thank you very much. Amazing. All right. So, okay, there's no more questions coming in. You guys are starting to ask questions outside, and I obviously want to control it. Before I go into actually answering more of these questions, how many of you guys understand this entire 3 extreme method? I want to make sure that every single one of you understands it before I move on. Type a yes in the question box if you understand it and if I explained it through enough for you to understand. All right. I got people that say love it. Okay. All right. So a lot of people are still a little bit confused about the payment part. Listen, the budget that you put in is always only under the ad set level. It's not under the campaign level. It's under the ad set level. So you create a $5 here, $5 here, $5 here, and under each $5 of your targeting, it will have 3 different ads. Then Facebook will take your $5 and then they will then start to actually allocate the impressions to the ad that will most likely convert the best for you based on their algorithm. That's what it is, okay? That's what it is. So Claire said, Fred, you need staff to answer all questions. At the end of the day, I think it's better, like this show is more dedicated of asking me questions. And obviously you want to get answers by me and not basically by other people. I'll be very honest with you. So at the end of the day, again, that's why we have the community where you guys can actually ask questions. So anyways, with that, put in your questions, and I'm going to start back from the top because we have a lot of questions at the top. So you guys can actually start asking questions now if you haven't asked, but I'm not sure if I can get through it because we got a lot of people here like 15 minutes before we actually even start the show. So I wanted to make sure that I answer those questions first. So Trisha asked, hello, Fred. Thank you again for doing these amazing sections. Quick question regarding pricing. I am in Canada. Should I change my store's currency to US dollars? So first thing, yes, always go after US currency if you are selling online. That's like a default thing because US dollar is like a global currency that is trading. You want to use US. Then you said it would just make it easier so I don't have to mark all my prices up to the account for the currency difference. Should I also show both US and Canada prices for all my products? Just show US. That's all you want to do. Just show US pricing. Umar said, your recent replay on the webinar 100K selling weird items, YouTube link has been removed. Yeah, I've uploaded it so you guys you can actually take a look at it in my YouTube channel. So then your next question is also, do you know of good Shopify example websites that focus on selling trending items across a range of different all on one niche? Do you think this is a good route to go down for Shopify store? So I'll be honest with you, I don't like Flex Store or what we call like a general store, only because of several reasons. Number one, you're gonna confuse the Facebook pixel. And that's the last thing that you want to happen, because Facebook pixel is like a newborn baby. If you go ahead and actually start showing the newborn baby, or not even teaching them, but start showing them alphabet numbers, squares, circles, and all those different stuff right to that newborn, they're gonna get confused on, okay, what is what? I need to learn step by step on what is going on. And Facebook Pixel is exactly the same thing too. They're like a newborn. They need to learn about your business. They need to learn about your products before they can actually do their best capability job to actually generate sales for you. So with that being said, if you go ahead and right away run a general store running a bunch of different products, the purchase pixel inside Facebook will get confused. So do you want to go after women? Is that what you want? Or you want to go after men? Or you want to go after survival? Or you want to go after the ballerina niche? Like, what do you want to go after? And when you start to confuse the Facebook pixel will not be maximized at its fullest potential. And that's the last thing you want. Now, however, all right, I know that majority of you guys are loving and running general store. And just be upfront with me. Put a 1 in the question box if you guys are running a general store or is in process of considering running a general store, even when I keep telling you guys to run a niche store. All right. I'm getting a lot of ones, and you know what? I'll be honest with you. I acknowledge it, and I know a lot of you guys wanted to run general store only to try a lot of different products out to see what works and what doesn't work. So in my company, we have been working directly with Facebook on a brand new tool that's going to be released to the public. And this tool will actually help you make your Facebook pixel smarter. And we are going to be releasing this very, very, very soon, so you guys can actually get access to it and give you the ability to run a flex or general store without basically having all the freaking hassle. And my nose is itchy for some reason. And without all the hassle of confusing your Facebook pixel. So once we have that launch, I will definitely tell you more about it and tell you exactly what to do. So at the end of the day, I don't go after general store. I would suggest you guys to go after like a niche store, but this may change because we have been working on something with Facebook right now to actually make your Facebook pixel smarter. So be sure to check out on that. All right. So you still have another question, Umar. So Umar said that finally I secured a 5-star domain, but it's a .net. And I secured a 4-star domain, but it's .com. What should I use for my store? I'm not sure what you mean by 5-star or 4-star. Just use one that's brandable. Okay. Next question by Juhan. Juhan said, what do we do with scammers that tell you that they didn't receive the products but actually did? What is the percentage of return on your experience? So the return that we get, or basically the refund percentage that we get, is around like 2%. That's all we really see. Now, again, you will get people that says that they didn't receive the product, but here's the thing. When you are fulfilling with ePacket, you have a tracking number, and you can actually provide those information to the bank or even to the customer and say, well, according to the tracking number, you've already received the product. Then usually when they found out, they will back off. But if they went ahead and actually file a chargeback, so basically calling the bank and say, I never received the product, this is a fraud, yada, 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 you can present to the bank saying, here's all the tracking information. The customer has received the product. They're just trying to be a prick and fight with it. So that's what we do. And we win majority of these. All right. Juhan said, what should be our estimated budget monthly when starting in Shopify for it to be successful? It really varies. That's a really good question, but it does varies. Why I say it varies is because if you found a golden product in the first week, you only need to invest like $100, and then right from there you can actually start generating profit and use those profit to actually keep building on top of your store. So it's like a snowball effect, right? Now, obviously, some of you guys may be struggling to find your newest product, and I understand that. And you know what? When that happens, well, guess what? At the end of the day, if you were to really to put a budget in place, and especially if you're starting and working on a tight budget, I would say you want to allocate around 300 to 500 bucks a month max on your store, and that's it. And use that to actually build up your store. I actually have a lot of people inside our Zero Up community, so the paid program that we have. A lot of them actually were working for 2 months. They lost, and I would have to say didn't lost. They invest around $2,000. Then they still haven't made their money back. But then once they found their golden product, several of these guys went from like investing in $2,000 now to be making $1,000 a day. So by then, all the profits came back, pay off their investment, and then what they're doing now is that all the money that they make on a daily basis, they invest it back into their business to start have a snowball effect and start making it bigger. We have actually got one of our most successful person actually share a screenshot with me. They did over 6,400 bucks per day. We're talking about per day, okay? And they were doing it only basically after running. I think he trialed and error, I think, for over a month. He lost money up front, but now he's making a killing. Like he's making like $6,000 a day. Like I was like very, very blown away on his success, and I absolutely love it because I actually contribute a lot to it. So that's great. All right. So Yeeman, I already answered your questions. Eamon said, how do you know when to move on a product or target? So I talked about that. How much do you spend before you find your golden product? Eamon, I talked about that last week in our last episode, so watch that, okay? Darlene said, having trouble with shipping amount on my new website, landonroad.com. I entered the shipping cart, as you said in Zero Up Like video, when a 3+ shipping is added to the cart along with regular items that needs to be charged shipping. It only changed one shipping charge. It would not add the 2 shipping charge together. Please advise. So that you want to look with Shopify. It's better for Shopify to log in and take a look. But if I were to guess, it may be several things. 3 things. 1, you may have an active carrier inside your Shopify account. You want to disable it. You have a sample box by default in your Shopify account. You want to cancel it. Last but not least, it's just that the number that you put for your product, it's not adding up the weight. So that's the 3 factors that I would actually look at. All right. So Eamon asked, if you were to, all the questions are Eamon. I gotta skip you, man. I know that you are very desperate about all the questions, but I gotta give chances to everyone. Okay. This is gonna be the last question that I'm gonna answer yours, Eamon. I'm not being rude, but I want other people to have a chance to ask you to have the questions answered. So you said, if you were to start all over again, what would you do differently? What would I do differently? I don't think I would do anything differently because there's a certain reason why I went down the path that I went. And it's obviously not by mistake. It's not by anything. It's just basically how my path really built to who I am. So I were to say, if I were to start all over again and what would be different, I don't know. I actually enjoy the process of where I started and become to now because it gives me all the ability to gain all these knowledge. All right. So I'm going to be answering other people's questions rather than email. You keep putting it in. Okay. So Farid asked, hi Fred, how are you? I'm using GetResponse app for email listing, email marketing. Okay. In the meantime, I use Converse. I think you're trying to say Conversio. Do I need to put offer and discount coupon and Conversio receipt or what? Yes, you do. That's the purpose of the Conversio, is to actually put a receipt in the coupon. To put the coupon in the receipt so you can actually start generating profit. So you can start getting people to actually go back to your site and start to buy more products. Eduardo said, do you recommend QuickBooks? Yes, I have QuickBooks Online for all my businesses and different entities as well. All right. So Darlene said, what was the name of the eBay app for a smartphone that you talked about a few weeks ago? Watch by replay. All right, watch by replay. So a lot of the questions that you guys are asking is actually showing inside the replay of all my sections. So you guys want to actually do some of your homework and not to rely me on answering questions that is keep being repetitive. Okay. I just want to make sure that we maximize every single one's time here answering all these questions. So with that, I'm going to actually hop onto YouTube because we're broadcasting this live right now to answer questions on YouTube. And I'm going to go back into GoToWebinar to keep continuing to answer questions right now. So I'm just going in. Hold on one sec. I know we got tons of people on YouTube right now. So GoToWebinar to keep continuing to answer questions right now. All right, so we got, wow, we got a lot of questions. Let's see. You guys are in the right place, Lisa. Don't worry. Let's see. So Debbie asked, what do you pick as target, right column or Instagram? So again, in my video tutorial inside my YouTube account, I actually have one that shows you step by step on how to set up an ad on Facebook, the beginner friendly way. I always go after mobile newsfeed first. That's like the ultimate way that you want to go. Don't go after Instagram. Don't go after right column. Just go after specifically mobile newsfeed. Okay. So Debbie said, when you target hunting and fishing, how broad? So again, when it comes to the number of people that I go after inside my targeting, the sweet spot is around 200,000 to 600,000 just to start. That's the best number. Phil Burrito Cardinal asked, is it realistic for small businesses to benefit from Facebook ads? Absolutely. Like, Facebook is built for that. It's built for small businesses. It's built for large businesses too. So you just really want to utilize Facebook ads to actually really perform with it. Let's see. So Hecom said, why I have just one choice to choose impression and not link click in my Facebook ads. So you choose it in the marketing objective. You have 11 marketing objectives for you to choose from. There shouldn't be a reason why there's only one choice for you, unless if you're in the wrong setting. Okay. Joe said advanced setting or one or two advanced setting to use. I'm not sure what you mean by advanced settings, so I don't want to answer your questions incorrectly. Jake said, do you have a suggested price range for items you're selling on AliExpress? So again, it really depends on what model you want to go after. If you're going after like free plus shipping, which I call the tripwire, I would keep the cost of goods around $2 or less. That's what I would do. Now, if you're using like a keystone pricing, let's say that you want to sell a product that is $39.95, I would keep the cost around like $10. So I make at least 70% margin so I can afford the advertising as well. Mike M said, what separates you from other... So, all right, this is a great question. What separates you from others in the same business, like from your friends in the same business? I want to start a drop shipping store and need help starting one, then I can run with it. So what separates you? It depends on what you want. What is your unique selling proposition? That's why I keep saying, go after something that you're passionate about, because people, your customers can feel it if you're passionate about your store and you're passionate about your product or not. In fact, one of the most important thing is, are you offering a great customer experience? That's another thing. So answering all your tickets, answering all your emails, helping your customers out, and all those other stuff. Those are what really stands you out in the market as well. And you actually want to do that. Now, at the end of the day, when it comes to products, it doesn't matter if your friend is selling the same product as you. There's over 1.8 billion people in Facebook right now. There's not a single person that can afford to actually show ads to every single 1.8 billion people. So there's always room for the pie. Ricardo said, how did you solve slow shipping to countries outside the US without e-packet? So I'll be honest with you, there's not really much choices that you can take. That's why I only sell to English-speaking countries that has e-packet only. All right. So Debbie said, "Hi Fred, I ran a campaign for my store and had great click-through conversions, but no sales. Any suggestions?" Look at your abandoned cart. It may be because the perceived value of your product isn't there. So take a look at that. Or if your ad is basically having way too much, if your ad is having way too much viral aspect. So your ad is attracting people that will like and share, but not buying. So you want to take a look at that as well. Okay. So I answered that question. We're actually snowing in Vancouver today, and my nose is starting to kill me again. I'm not sure what is going on. I hope that I'm not getting sick right now. Admin asked, what is the best practice for scaling up Facebook ads? Best practice? Scale it up slowly. Double your budget and only double it over at midnight. That's what you do, okay? Lisa said, any suggestions on how to use Facebook ads for mortgage industry to advertise the mortgages or to advertise the business for business partners? So if you're a mortgage broker, what I would suggest you to do is to basically get a quote. Get a quote. That's what I would do. Get a quote and basically offer something that other people won't be really offering, and I would suggest you to go from there. Okay. One more question on YouTube, and I'm going to hop back into GoToWebinar to answer questions. Let's see. Melktown. Okay, I hope that I answered you correctly. I have great data on my ads based on the way you taught us to analyze the ad data. But my customers aren't adding the product to the cart after clicking the ad. Does this really mean that the product is dead? Yes, it means that the product is dead. It means that they're interested, but they don't see the perceived value moving forward. Okay. Mike M said that you're a drop shipping ninja. I will keep learning from you till I'm ready to sign up for Zero Up. No worries. Keep learning, keep running, keep driving. Aaron said, how do you use Facebook ads for restaurants? Should you target the town? I would target 25-mile radius around your restaurant. And I would go after people that are interested. Let's say if you're running a Japanese restaurant, to go after people that like sushi, that like Japanese restaurant, and give them a coupon to incentivize them to come in to use the coupon. Okay. I meant how to scale up by duplicate ads or just to edit the budget. So here's a problem that I have no freaking clue where you guys are learning this from. When you increase the budget, you do not duplicate the ad. You just increase it by editing the ad itself, okay? That's what you want to do. I have no idea where people are actually teaching this. Like, that's bad. Like, teaching the way that you should duplicate an ad and increase the scaling up the ad, increasing the budget, and you should duplicate it. You don't want to do it. Here's the reason why. When you create a new asset, or when you create a new campaign, or duplicating a new campaign, or duplicating a new asset, you are re-entering the algorithm again from scratch. So you're not taking the existing data that you already spent money on for Facebook to understand. Now you're basically needing to spend more money because you're starting from scratch again. And that's not what you want to do, okay? So going back into here. All right, I'm going back into here right now. Let's see. Eduardo said, did you release the video to create video webinars? I don't think I did, or I don't think I said I was going to. Fred, I'm waiting. I'm not sure what you're trying to say, Fernando. You said, I am waiting this program, already collecting money for it. Oh, you're waiting to join our program. All right, amazing. Okay, so Tim Livingston says, should we start a new store for each niche? I would say focus on one store at a time. And if you're ready, then basically you do one store for each niche. That's what I would suggest you to do. PJ said, in process of general one, trying to advertise one product at a time to get some traction before I buy a separate domain for that niche. Perhaps I need to do better research. I would say you need to do better research because potentially you're going to be confusing the Facebook pixel. Janice said, when you said tech for a niche, are you speaking of electronics or informational, as in teaching folks ebook? I mean electronics. That's what I meant. William said, can we negotiate a bulk price instead of per piece price? If so, please elaborate. You can't do it until you start to actually drive like 50 to 100 sales to that one vendor. Then you can actually contact them and negotiate something with them. I have done this several times, but again, you need to drive volume in order for you to actually do that. William said, what is the $6,000 guy doing that propelled his success after a month of losses? Obviously, it is their proprietary information. I can't share with you what they're doing. But we have been seeing multiple screenshots from him in our Zero Up community, and he's like crushing it. I think he may potentially do like $10,000 a day right now, because the 6,000 he actually shared with us like a month ago. And I know that he was scaling up his store because he was talking to me privately about it. And I'm not sure. I think he may be at like 10 grand a day now. So but I obviously cannot share in public on what he's doing, because that's really, really unfair for him. All right. Forrest said, do you think $3 per day could do the job? I would have to say no, it doesn't do the job. You need to at least run $5 a day. Because again, the $5 a day also depends on basically the budget, the price point of your product too. So if you're running a tripwire product, like anything under $10, then $5 a day is going to be the best. If you're running basically selling a product that's $60, I would actually do like $30 a day and spend in order for you to actually see some data. William said, how many products should we have in our sites? I would say around 25 is good. Just to start, 25 is the number to be at. Parthuman said, hi Fred, your funnel is awesome. Just wanted to know, once the customer opts into your landing page and makes a purchase and he intends to visit your own website, perhaps for browsing or purchase more, how can he or she see your homepage? So I do that all with remarketing. That's what I do. I do it all with remarketing. So you want to use remarketing to actually do that. And segmentations of your email list as well. Martin said, how to select targeting for general product, for example, women necklace. You can't. That's why for like women necklace, you want to go deeper. You want to go like women elephant necklace, women dolphin necklace. You want to drill deeper in order for you to actually succeed. You don't want to go after general, unless if that product for a fact is going to be like a mass marketable product, then general can be something to look at. But if it's not, then it's hard. Like coffee, right? Coffee is a more mass marketable product because everyone knows what coffee is. But that's only if your coffee is any different than Starbucks, right? Or any different than Tim Hortons or any other place that you guys drink coffee. But I won't be risky and go after like women necklace in general. That's just too much. Lady said, could you please number or date the replay in your YouTube channel? I do. It says episode 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And it does also have the topic inside. All right. Fernando said, Fred Leader, if I change my pixel ID on my store when running ads for different audiences, when running ads for different product on it, does it work? I can make several ad accounts, very uncomfortable but worth it. 2 years now, I've been offering marketing services with my experience pixel for other companies with the same product / audience. I'll be honest with you, I won't change the pixel ID only because of several reasons. Facebook pixel ID only gets smarter and smarter and smarter like a newborn baby. If you keep changing it, then you're basically killing it. That's what you're doing, and that's what I won't suggest you to do. I got several people. Okay, not just one. It's actually the same person. Schumann says, should I use Kit? I've never used Kit, so I cannot give you any comment about it. Conversio is asking for access to my shop to install widget. Is that safe? Yeah, it is safe. David said, Fred, where do I find your replays if on YouTube? What channel? Just type in Fred Lam channel and you'll see my face on there, my baby face on there. Click on it and then you'll see a section that says hashtag Ask Fred Lam Show, and all the replay is in there. All right. Beth said, how do you set up Shopify to charge sales tax in your state? So you go into your account settings, go to taxes, and you'll see it. Okay. Seems like a lot of you guys are asking for my YouTube channel link. I'm going to drop it in the question box right now so you guys can see it. It's www.youtube.com/c/Fred Lam. So that's my YouTube channel. If you guys have not subscribed to it, you guys obviously got to subscribe to it to see all the replay. So, Andrina asked, do you recommend the niche of medical things like wheelchairs? I would say no, only because of several reasons. One, people would rather buy a wheelchair from a local place that is like a certified place. And second, wheelchair is a big, bulky shipping product. It's very, very hard for a person to justify to actually buy it online. So the shipping is going to be a pain in the butt too. All right. Martin people say target authority leaders, but some niches just isn't applicable. So what you want to do is target authority brands within your niche. That's what I would suggest you to do. Okay. Beth said, how do you build a relationship with a vendor when you're ordering through Zero Up? Well, you're leaving messages to them. Then what you want to do is at the end of the day, once you basically have one product order that's doing really, really well, private message them and say that I am this person that keeps buying from you. I wanted to reach out to you to tell you what we're doing, yada, yada, yada. William said, is it possible to have multiple niches using one Shopify store, or must we have separate store for each store? I would suggest, again, separate store for each niche. That's going to be a lot better. Rahima said, when targeting like single keyword, it's okay to budget for $1, $2, $3 per day. No, go after $5 per day. Maribel said midnight US time, so I think you are relating to the scaling, adding your budget. So what you wanted to do is to make sure that you look inside your Facebook setting in your ads manager to see what time zone it is in. Sometimes it is in Eastern time, sometimes in Hawaii time. It depends on where you are at and when you're setting up the account, what time zone Facebook is putting you at. And you want to increase your budget based on the midnight time of your ad account. Okay, so again, it will be great that if you're in EST time zone and your ad account is in EST time zone, then you go after EST time zone. Okay. Wow, Carol said, Fred, I have a natural cure to not get sick ever. I have not been sick in 17 years. It's easy to do. Let me know if you want the info. Recently, again, I felt like I was getting sick like so many people around the world, but did this and didn't. You have to kill the rhinoviruses and the sinus throat, whereas it takes hold early. Let me know, and I guarantee you won't get a flu. So, so you're not getting sick. Great stuff. I thought you were gonna pitch me a product. That's cool. Let me know. I'll be interested. I'll drop it off on my Facebook and I'll take a look at it. So Leanne said, okay, I love to actually do integrity work. One of the most important thing. So Leanne said, why would you promote 100K Factory and not Zero Up? Just curious, as they seem to be competing in the same space as Zero Up. So put a 1 in the question box if you want to understand why I'm promoting 100K Factory when it's pretty similar to Zero Up. All right, great. So a lot of you guys would be wondering, like, why is Fred promoting another e-commerce product and not continuing to promote Zero Up and all those other stuff? So the reason why I'm doing it is for several reasons. One, it's I would say political reason too. In our world, not in the e-commerce world, but in the what we call the information market world, one of the biggest part is joint venture promotions. So when you promote, it's like when you scratch your back, someone will scratch your back. That's one of the main reasons why I run these affiliate offers, and I am really picky on who I promote to. Now, the second reason is that last year I actually promoted 100K Factory before. It did phenomenally well, and I got a lot of people thanking me for promoting 100K Factory. And a lot of people asked me that when it is open again to promote it again. So that's another reason why I did it, because at the end of the day, when a lot of people are giving me positive results and telling me that it changed their lives, then I think it really makes sense. That's number two. Number three, the reason why is, let's be honest, okay? And you'll keep hearing this from me. I am not an expert in anything. I don't classify myself as a guru. I don't classify myself as an expert. I just have these knowledge that I do, and I just have a proven model that I've been doing. But at the end of the day, there are other different models out there that absolutely works too. Some people may not basically resonate with what I teach, but at the end of the day, it resonates with, let's say, Aiden's and Steve's 100K Factory. So I give them another opportunity to say, hey, you know what? If you want to learn from someone else, you know what? I would rather recommend you someone else as well. It's just like, I'll be really honest. This is like a funny joke that we have when I was in high school. So when I was with a whole bunch of friends, and they're like, yeah, and we see people smoking marijuana. And we're like, man, nowadays, all these kids, like, they are actually smoking a lot more marijuana than when we were used to be kids. And then my friend was actually making a joke and say, if I ever had a son and I knew that he's smoking marijuana, I would rather go and help him buy marijuana than have him buy from another drug dealer. The only reason why is that way that my friend, as a dad, will know what is the quality of the product rather than actually just going out and buying from the street that may actually affect someone or basically has a low quality. So basically with that, it's the same analogy that I have, right? If you guys are wanting to see, hey, I want to see what other e-commerce experts are out there or what they're teaching, that's why I just recommend and say, hey, if you're looking for more strategies, if you're basically wanting another blueprint, I would just basically tell you to go from there. So whenever I do affiliate offers, I'll be honest with you, I go through their stuff. I make sure their stuff is up to par and they're really getting success before I even promote it. So that's like, these are the three major reasons why I'm promoting 100K Factory. And I know, I hope you guys all understand it, right? Put it to you if you guys understand now why I promoted 100K Factory when it's very, very similar to Zero Up. All right, great. Great stuff. Awesome. All right. Thank you. Mohammed said you are the man. And at the end of the day, I don't recommend crap. I'll be honest with you. Every day I'm flooded with people saying, I'm flooded with people saying, hey, can you promote this product to your list? Can you promote this to your followers? And I always say to them, like, show me your product. I'll take a look at it and I'll go through it. If it is good, then I can consider. If it is not good, I'm not going to do it. Like, I will only promote things that I know will have results, and that's the only thing that I would ever do. And I'm getting a lot of people saying, like, I love Zero Up. I'd rather get Zero Up. And Dennis say, Fred, I've tried a few different e-commerce course, but you are the man. William says Zero Up is so far superior than 100K sales in training and ease of operation. Thank you. So again, I know that there's going to be like crazy advocate fans of Zero Up. And again, I'm just being honest upfront to you guys on what my decisions are, as I obviously want to be open and transparent to you guys and be vulnerable, because that's only the way that we can actually build a closer connections and you guys can learn more of what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, and how I'm doing it, so you guys can actually learn from me and apply to your business as well. All right. So with that, that's all I have for today. I see that we have a lot of questions, but I've been answering a lot more other questions. Other than that, tell me how you guys thought about this session today, about my 3x3 method. Put it in the question box. Give me something creative. I always love to do this. I like to challenge your guys' creativity, because you guys are marketers. You guys are online marketers. You guys are you guys are business owners. You need to be creative. So put in a creative feedback on today's section. All right, I haven't seen a good one yet. I got, so far out of all the ones, I got explosive. I got David saying 3x3 equal to 100K. Oh, I love that. All right, let's see. Free crave. Okay, Michael, that is a very, very different way of writing it. Value equal infinity by infinity. The matrix. Okay. All right. So with that, next week, I'm not sure we're going to be talking about Facebook more. I may actually want to talk about Google a little bit next week, but it really depends on where we're going to be at and what you guys are telling me about. And most importantly, before I go, put a 1 in the question box if you guys are going to be here next week, same time, same link, and being here on time. We actually got a lot of you guys that are late today. A lot of you guys. And you know what? One of the things that I don't like is people being late. I'll be honest. You gotta be early. All right, got a lot of ones coming in. So with that, I will send you guys a replay to this tomorrow in your inbox. So be sure to check it out. Other than that, have a wonderful weekend. And I am going to be actually traveling on Thursday. And I'm coming back on a Tuesday. So we will still have our Tuesday section because I'm going to be actually running it right after I hop off an airplane. And we're still going to be running our live sessions every single Tuesday, regardless of where I am. Other than that, have a wonderful weekend ahead, or for a week ahead. It's just Tuesday right now. Have a wonderful week ahead, and I look forward to seeing you guys very soon. Bye now.